indeed, yes indeed. We are back again. You know who this is. This is Romy Mac, host of 2 Cents, where we talk about any and everything and give our 2 cents. Today's show is it's me and Mike today. Me and Mike gonna kill it. Sugar Booger and Karoon Bay, better known as Deacon Balls, under the weather, but hoping they feel better. And we just gonna keep this thing going. But Mike, yo, what up?
Yeah, what's up?
Ain't shit, man. We're sitting here laughing about this Facebook post that was talking about basically equality and how some white folk like to speak on this, why does everything have to be about race and all this stuff, yet things aren't, and that we're all equals and we got the same struggles. I want to talk about Mike keep laughing about this shit, so I'm gonna let Mike open it up and talk about these same struggles that we have as as white people. So yeah, you go ahead, Mike.
Yeah, man, same struggle. I mean, I guess we all go through the same shit. You know what I'm saying? Our history, you know what I'm saying, it pretty much reflects each other. We all went through the same shit, slavery. We all went through, discrimination, all that shit. You know what I mean? We all equal at the end of the day.
Well, all them guys, what the black KKK with the black hoodies riding around on horses and shit.
I guess apparently, since they had KKK, we had Black Panthers. I guess they said all the same shit. That's what I'm assuming that he's talking about.
Yeah, it's funny. I mean, it's comical to me, but we do know that no, it's not the same struggle. I get what you're trying to say by saying that we are all human beings. Yeah, that very well may be true, but we're not all treated the same. I can tell you that right now. No, we're not all treated the same. And wanting for your community to put money into your own community, there should be no crime in that. You know what I'm saying? That's what America's all about. Let's say we all came from Italy and we all just want to make a name for ourselves, at the same time keeping that Italian flavor. You know what I mean? I'm still trying to make as much money as you, but I still want to be true to who I am. Right. And that's all. That's pretty much all this whole thing is, with the Gucci backlash and them saying that we need to invest in black businesses. Yes, we certainly do need to invest into black business. Black business there's power in the black dollar. Clearly.
Oh, for sure.
Clearly. Mm-hmm. Tommy Hilfiger in the 90s got rich off the black dollar for sure. Mm-hmm. There was a gang of people in 6th grade wearing Tommy Hilfiger jackets. They're just stylish. Ralph Lauren? All these companies. You know what I'm saying? For what's big now, especially liquor brands. Because why is there? There's a liquor store in every corner in the hood. You know what I'm saying?
To this day. Oh yeah.
And so you're not gonna tell me how, that's not, that the black dollar doesn't make a lot of companies. So if we put focus and redirect our money into black businesses, where money's coming back into the black community, which would then create more jobs for black people, I don't see the problem. I don't see the problem with trying to uplift your people.
Absolutely. And if you look at every other race, they do it.
Yes. And that's how we're supposed to move. And I respect that. So why is it that it's the crime? Why is it that it's, we have to be, we're all the same when it comes time to put money into, to black businesses? Yeah, that's just something that we noticed. I thought the shit was funny.
And then as far as, let me address this too. As far as him saying that, we shouldn't give that energy. So when you say we shouldn't give it energy, are you saying we just should ignore the fact that this shit happens? Yeah. Or is it we should just be whatever, I'm not gonna get that energy and just ignore it, and then when stuff happens out here, we should just comment on it? Yeah, but I'm gonna need him to clarify that up.
Yeah, exactly. And let me give the listeners a backdrop on what we're even discussing. So I ended up sharing a post that basically it's a shared post. It's not created by me, but I do agree with the notion that instead of waiting, I don't even care about the waiting until black designers work for Gucci, but more so investing in black business that shouldn't be a problem. Some of us apparently need to hear that we need to invest in the black business. So The individual is a white male, a privileged white male for that matter, and it doesn't understand it sees like we shouldn't discuss, we shouldn't make it a race issue by putting money into the black like communities, like we're all the same, and it's it's hatred, and it's dividing us, and all this other shit. Meanwhile supports Trump, but I digress. That's a whole nother topic. But so that's what Mike is alluding to with as far as the same energy shit. Because yes, there is a difference, and it's all right. You got a head start. I'm not knocking you for that, but when we try to catch up, I don't want to hear shit. Like, just be more open-minded, understand how things work here in America, man. There's one group of people that's clearly at the top of the food chain.
Right.
So everybody else is trying to eat. That's all. Doesn't take any rights away from you. We're trying to get the same ones afforded to you. We want the very same thing for our people. Same rights for Asians, same rights for Latinos. You know what I mean? Like that's just the what we're on. So wanting to put money, putting the black dollar into black businesses shouldn't be a black problem. They're made to be a black problem. You know what I mean? That's how I see it. But yeah, Mike, you go ahead and finish, man.
Yeah, I feel like as far as putting the black dollar and saying back into the community, you know what I mean, uplifting these small businesses, you know what I'm saying, like mom and pop stores and stuff like that. You know what I mean? Like back in the day, that's what we did. You know what I'm saying? They would come around, try to buy the business, and say, no, we can keep it in the community, you know? Like when you go way back, when we had like the ice man, he used to come around and block the ice, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Had the milkman, all that, man.
Everybody eats, B. All right? Mm-hmm. That's what it is. Everybody eats. Straight paid in full about this whole thing of wealth. We're trying to create wealth. There's not enough wealth in the black community. Oh, there's rich motherfuckers for sure. There's rich people. Chris Rock has definitely talked about this before. I constantly quote Chris Rock because he's like a mentor to me as an adult. So yes, there is wealth. I mean, there is, you know what I'm saying, there's rich black people. There's very few wealthy ones. You know what I'm saying? Stuff that's passed on generation to generation. So that's what we're trying to create, man. That's really what I'm trying to create. I want my daughter to pass it on to her family, and then their family pass it on to their family. And that's just, how you keep things moving, man.
Right. And then for people that be going out and buying these Balenciagas, them joints are ugly as hell, you might as well buy a pair of FUBUs and keep, save your money. You pretty much, you pretty much get the same shit.
Yeah.
But just because it's popularized by some Italian, you're like, oh yeah, I gotta get this. And people are just too worried about status.
It sounds good. Yes, it's about, my man, what's the dude with the beard that always be doing the videos with the glasses and with the dreads and shit? I gotta give him mad props, man. I think his name starts with an R. I forget. He's like a Facebook guy, always putting black people in general on notice of like how things work. And his most recent video talked about how we as black people like to shit on the other black person, but like, man, you can't get this shit. That's really what that's about.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? And like, we don't have to be that. We gotta be that way, man. It's all right for you to be stylish, but why is it you gotta, again, like the old Gucci having on them chains and shit, shining, showing shit that they feel like somebody else not able to get. But I mean, you still, as far as your status goes, I mean, you're not owning shit. I mean, you're not in the hood. I'll give you that. Some of y'all know. Some are not in the hood or anything like that. But as far as your I would say economic your wealth and stuff, you gotta talk to me about that, man. I don't see Steve Jobs, or you won't see him doing shit anymore, he dead. But Bill Gates, any of these like Jeff Bezos, he ain't shining like, yeah, check this shit out, man. I'm one of the richest men, you know what I mean? And y'all can't get this shit. Y'all can't get on this Amazon money, motherfucker. No,
Right.
he don't do that. He's just about his business. You know what I mean? He's just, fucking around on his wife, and got caught and blackmailed and all this. But he just goes about making his money, man. He just gotta learn how to move a little bit better than that, though.
Right.
That's something else he will have to work on. Hopefully, in all seriousness, hopefully, he found the one that's right for him, and he don't have to do such anymore. But just getting back to to the whole struggle thing and of it all, man. Like we're just trying to get our rights, man. Just trying to get our piece of the pie. That's it. The equal piece of the pie. Just like if you give us a piece, that piece is still there. It's how that works. Yeah, man. I don't think anything else is going on in culture. We got NBA All-Star weekend coming up, and that generates a lot of money too. Basketball.
Right.
Basketball is another avenue where predominantly everybody in the sport is black.
Mm-hmm.
But if they speak about any issues going on in the black community, shut up and dribble. It all ties itself in, man.
For sure.
Like, let's just say one day the NFL players, the NBA players had like a summit, and they said, you know what? We're not playing this year. We're just not playing. We're not gonna play. That's it. We're done. We're done playing until there's equality in America. Do you know how many businesses were shut down?
Mm-hmm.
For everybody who likes to go to the sports bar, you know what I'm saying, on a Thursday night to watch Thursday night football. For everybody who likes to watch basketball on Tuesday nights, Wednesday nights, Thursday nights, even Friday nights.
Right.
What are you gonna watch? Please tell me who you're gonna watch. Your favorite star. And it's nothing against white people that play basketball, because there's some bad white boys that play ball. But where's that LeBron James?
Right.
That's like you gotta understand, man. Like this shit is it goes deeper than a lot of people know, man. So why not be able to speak on issues? Yes, I get it. Sometimes you just want to play your sports and not really worry about any other thing. But you have to be conscious enough to know that these things do exist and that they need to be addressed, man.
Right.
Because
I mean, you dive into our community anyway, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
To pick us up, you know what I'm saying, to entertain you, you know what I'm saying, to fill your pockets, you know?
Yeah.
But we can't speak on the issues that affect us in our community.
Right.
Come on, man.
That shit bogus. That shit is so bogus to me, man. And like, I want to get on. I want to talk about Mayweather. Honestly, Mayweather with this. The TMZ catches up to Floyd Mayweather, and Mayweather is walking. He's like, I'm about to go into Gucci. And basically like, oh my God, everybody's like bullying him and shit like that. It's so funny. We stand up for one issue, and then another issue arises, and we turn around and do the same shit we were supposed to be against. Because like, we're bullying Mayweather for walking into to Gucci. And God forbid anybody commit suicide. And it's like, see, this is what bullying does. And then like, so let's just say if Mayweather had enough and he decides to end his life tonight, we see something like Floyd Mayweather commit suicide, the shit that happened with Gucci, like at the Gucci store. You know what I'm saying? Then what? Then what happens? Listen, there's no shock. Listen, there ain't no shock to me that Mayweather went into Gucci. There's no shock.
Not at all. You gotta understand who you're dealing with.
I have no shock. There is no shock to that, you know.
Right.
And I feel like that. I feel like we need to put our focus to something else. That's expected, because I want to talk about all these other people that are going to wear Gucci anyway because they want to wear that shit.
Right.
That's so embedded into them, like they feel accomplished by wearing Gucci.
Mm-hmm. And you can't force people to be a part of the cause anyway, man. Like they gonna do what they want.
Not at all. And then you know what? The same goes for that R. Kelly movement. I'll tell you that shit right now. The people, like there's some people that are like, they got to have that R. Kelly. They have to have. I have family members that love R. Kelly's music. They don't know him personally. None of us do.
Right.
None of us do. we know what the media presents itself, and I'm not saying that R. Kelly didn't do this shit, because I can see just as much as anybody else that was him on the tape.
Right.
But you know what I'm saying? But this R. Kelly, like, yeah, we're not listening to R. Kelly. I mean, it makes you think, like, what the hell he's talking about in these songs now. But like, you do enjoy listening to R. Kelly's music. You can front like you want to. That's the truth. That's the truth of it, man. I mean, I'll be honest. Like, because we have so much music available to us now. I don't listen to R. Kelly just like because, you know what I'm saying? Like, I wasn't listening to R. Kelly yesterday.
Right.
That I know of. Now, probably he might have written a song that I listened to and didn't know about it. But if that's the case, then everybody needs to tell back. They need to say, hey, everybody that wrote, everybody had a song written by R. Kelly, y'all need to talk about it. Like, I guess B2K is not going to perform any songs written by R. Kelly on their whatever this tour that's coming up. But
B2K.
Yeah, whatever that is. So the 2000 hit class reunion or whatever.
That's gonna have a major impact.
Yeah, you know. But I mean, just saying, this like we're going. If we're gonna stick with something, we're not focused enough, man. We're not. And
it's funny how you see all these black people coming together. What's his face, R. Kelly? But when shit matters, you know what I'm saying? Talking about, I ain't got time for that, man. I just gotta go to work, get this money, blah blah.
Black
priorities the fuck up.
Black, put your money in black. You know, if I knew, I gotta figure out where all this stuff is so I can back up the words that I preach too. But you know, any black business that I know, like folks, like people I actually know, I support their like clothing businesses or you know, put stuff like that.
Right.
If I knew where Black Bank was, yes, I would support that too. And it's just about doing the research. It's just laziness. That's being honest about it. Because again, we're so consumed in the life that we already have built. Thus, you know, like this long. You know what I mean? So, but I'm not again like I don't oppose to it. Like if I knew about it or where to do it, I would do it. I guess that's probably the best way to explain it, man. But yeah, so it's, you know, President's Day weekend. Do we grill? Do we grill for President's Day weekend?
I think we just like the day off. I think.
I think so too. I'm just thinking about it. Like, I don't know if this is the time to be like, yo, let's grill. I mean, there's always a reason. You don't need much reason to grill shit, but yeah. And I've been trying to, like, for me, I've been trying to make better choices in like food and diet, stuff like that.
Right.
Like, so now I'm at a point where I have fruit in the morning because I guess fruit flushes the waste or detoxes you or something. And then like I eat, like I'll probably have something heavy maybe midday, and then at night try to, you know, kind of eat light. But the weekends, I am a fat person for sure. Like, I'm Fat Boy Roy, as I like to coin myself on the weekend, like when it comes to cheat day. So I mean, do you think we can get majority of our community on board as far as like making smarter food choices? You know what I'm saying?
No.
Because everybody got that. Again, everybody's still caught in routine, man.
Yeah, and it's been handed on generation. Like, this is like saying, like, when I've tried it, I try to go back with the information I know, you know what I'm saying? Go back, talk to the G-Mom about, hey, you know, you should do this, she read, don't come out for that bullshit. Like, all right, hey, you know what? I understand it. You good? Nah, I'm not going to argue with you.
There's, you know, again, it's a lot of things that, like, for me growing up, shit that I clearly know is bad for me now. Pig feet, you know, eating chicken and dumplings is definitely these are the high calorie foods. But grandma make that, Miss Sarah made that shit awesome. I don't, like whatever, you know what I'm saying? Like, again, you just got to be mindful of the portion thing. It's a lot of sodium. Sodium is one thing that kills us too.
Right, most definitely.
Yeah, so, you know, I try to get my water intake. I'm like sitting in the 240, 250 range, so I have to have like 120 to 125. So
ounces of water.
Fluid ounces of water. So, I mean, try to do your best to stay with that. Try to work out as much as possible, but work schedules are a bitch. I'll tell you that, man.
Oh, for sure.
It's like trying to slide that in, and then for those of us who have kids that live with them, it makes it even harder. So I'm not knocking that. It's just do the just making that conscious effort though. You're just putting
Right.
getting yourself in the mindset to where like, okay, I'm gonna try to get to the gym before work, or I'm gonna try to get to the gym after work, or wake up early enough to commit to that. Try to get a decent amount of number of hours of sleep. All those things matter. But it's so funny hearing some folks be like, say they're gonna work, they're gonna work out, and then their diet stays the same. It's
Right.
like you are basically keeping yourself where you are. Is what
Exactly.
you're not gonna see results with the same diet. That ain't gonna happen. It's a combination. You got to do your diet. You got to do, you got to work out. You just got to stay with it.
Yeah, it goes hand in hand. Sleep is another big one that people
like I see the
disregard.
difference. Like I was noticing me not, because I got severe sleep apnea. So
Hmm.
like whenever I sleep with, now that I have a CPAP machine, but when I would sleep without it, I would have, I wouldn't sleep I wouldn't sleep too good throughout the night. I would wake up feeling very tired, and
Hmm.
I would wake myself up from like snoring and gasping for air and stuff like that. So now with the CPAP, man, I sleep like a baby, straight New Orleans and say baby. I sleep very well now. So I'm starting to notice the difference in my midsection. I think because of it, well, of course, still working out and then making better choices. I would say like eating wise, like just better choices, eating smaller portions and foods that keep you feeling full, like fruits and like eating a lot more fruits and vegetables, and what else? Yeah, fruit, vegetables, and then like whole wheat, like crackers. Like one thing I do is like when I'm at work, it's like peanut butter and like whole wheat crackers. I'll
Hmm.
have that, and it really does keep me feeling. It keeps me feeling full. Like for you, Mike. What's your diet consist of right now?
In the morning, I'll get up. I'll have oatmeal. I do like a little bit of butter on the side. I like to what's his face that with banana.
Yeah,
I might have like a protein. Well, actually, I don't really do protein shakes like I used to. I more so do like a superfood. You know what I'm
yeah,
saying? Like greens and all that stuff. And I may blend it. I may do a juicer. I may use like nothing but fruits and stuff. Blend that all up.
yeah,
Kill that. And then during the lunch, I'll have like maybe a salad. Maybe with some turkey or something like that, spread in there just so I have some type of, what I'm saying, protein to go with that. Sometimes I'll break that down. I may have like beets or something like that. Gotta get the vegetables in there. And then for dinner, I try not to eat no later than 10. I probably can up that maybe about an hour, but sometimes it's hard depending on when I get off and when I'm working out. But for there, I'll have like fish. Fish is a big one for me. Uh, I'll do salmon. Stay away from tilapia. I know a lot of people like that, but that's a very, just do your research on that, and, I'll get into it later. I'll do salmon. I'll do chicken. I'll chop it up in portions, but I also like to meal prep on Sunday and try to spread it out because I know a lot of people get tired of eating the same thing, but as long as you mix it up in small portions, I think you'll be good. And I don't do white rice anymore. I do brown rice.
So I mean, this is I guess we're gonna talk about this type of culture. Is with like in the rap culture, there's no snitching thing and the consequences of it. It's not even just in rap culture. That's like just I would say just street life in general.
Right.
Like we know like what we've gotten ourselves involved in as far as like being a part of this thing. Like we know the crime that we're doing. All of us are aware of what we're doing. If we get caught, we just get caught, and that's really the code. From what I understand, I've never been a part of street life. I watched a lot of movies with it. I knew folk in the street life, but never me. But so like looking at what is the situation with my man Tekashi 6ix9ine? Um,
Mm-hmm.
Supposedly he's going to get out before Bobby Shmurda. He's not going to serve much time in, and Bootsy Badass. I just read an article just now. Him stating that he'll be murdered once he gets released. I don't disagree with that.
Yeah.
Honestly, because that, yeah, again, it's the code. It's the code, man. That you guys, you're either gonna stick with, or you're just not gonna do it in general. You know,
Mm-hmm.
it's one of the two. One of the two. We decided that we were gonna do this, and that's just it. Like, all right, and to equate it better, all right, mom's asleep. I know she said we couldn't have ice cream. All of us are gonna go downstairs and get this ice. If
Right.
we get caught, if one of us gets caught, that's on the person that got caught. That's
Right.
how it works. It's not gonna be like no. See, because Mike was in here first, and you know Jeff, and then Ebony didn't. Oh, ain't that a bitch? Stop snitching on me.
And more times than not, that's not gonna work no way because everybody's getting a whooping.
Yeah, basically. So that's really how. Yeah, that's how that used to work. You know, being like a grandma's house.
Mm-hmm.
And we have. I don't know how you're gonna be respected in the hip hop by again snitching like somebody. I don't know, man. That's just something I read in the article. Just thought we address that. But what you and the family probably gonna do, man, for like presidential I said presidential fucking President's Day. Like the
My ass to be
weekend.
sleep. I'm gonna let you know right now.
Yeah,
like
yeah. You probably
I'm probably gonna have a hard Saturday.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Full of drinking. I'm not even bullshit on that.
Yeah.
And then after that, I'm gonna take Sunday and Monday to recuperate because I'm not as young as I used to be no more.
Yeah, for sure. That's for sure, man. I went out and celebrated my boy's birthday last night. Went to this one spot in Miami. What is it? Blue Martini and Brickell, and we were networking and just being out there. I was sleepy come 2:00. Let's be clear, and I have to drive literally an hour, almost an hour. You know what I'm saying? To drive anything that's like worth going to, living where I live down in like Homestead area.
Mm-hmm.
So we're out there, and it was not only was it his birthday, it's also like the theme of the event was like the singled out like Valentine's Day thing, and it's so funny to me like I know how much like I don't like doing this shit anymore, like being at the club.
Oh yeah.
I'm just standing there like it was good to vibe with the music and shit, but you know how back in your 20s, man, like or even late teens, you just out there, you trying to scheme on some shit.
Right.
Didn't cross my mind. Like literally one bit just standing around and looking at everybody and laughing at everybody else and just seeing like it was so funny seeing random club goers and their mannerisms, their actions, and what they do. Like it was an old guy. I know he had money, man. He had on a blazer, white shirt tucked in, drunk as shit. He was drunk as shit and could not stay with the rhythm. It was like being in basic training, walking behind somebody in the element, and they're off. You know what I'm saying? They're not.
Right.
Everybody else walking on the right foot, they're on the left foot, and he's trying to go up and rap to like these young girls. These girls literally had to be 25 years younger than him, and he's like trying to just go up and talk to him, man. And it was I always that's the joy for me as sitting at the club, just people watching, I'll say. Yeah, so it's just like seeing him do what he did, and seeing others are like and like I've seen so many things, and like having a daughter makes and a daughter that's like not too far from being legal, it makes you look at things a little bit differently. Like I've seen I've seen what is it? I saw a cat with girls walking by, and he reaches for her hand and shit. Like, what the fuck are you doing that for?
Right.
Why did you grab for her? Let her pull some. Like I said, she wanted to pull rape shit or anything.
Right.
You made the conscious choice to grab her hand. That's something fellas got to think about. You know, you gotta respect that woman's body. I mean, if you're gonna say something to her, just go up and say something to her. And when she tells you that she's not interested, believe her. I'll say that. Believe.
Oh, for sure.
Believe that shit. So it's like a lot of funny again, like funny club moments, man. I've had throughout my 20s, and yeah, I didn't really, like I said, like since been in my 30s, I could probably count on one hand how many clubs I've been to.
Mm-hmm.
Between work schedules and being in actual relationships, where because you get into a relationship, you don't. Yeah, I mean that club shit cool. I'm not knocking it. It's good to get out every once in a while, but there's no. I, I, I just thought about, like, at the end of the night, I thought about the money I spent in here on drinks.
Right.
I bought 3 Corona. Each Corona cost me $8. So 24 $24 for 3 Coronas. With $24 you can get probably 48 at BJ.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, so it's like, yeah, I'm here. We're here to have a good time for my boy or whatever. So ain't not really knocking it. But I did come out of there. I spent a little bit. I won't even lie. I spent a little bit. Didn't pay much to get in, which is good. But I definitely spent a little bit. It costs more. I think it costs more for parking than it did for entrance fee. That's the wild part, man. Like, entrance, it only costs $10 to get in, and then it was like 15 for parking at the end of the night. And like for me, man, I don't know how you get, like, when you're at, like, after the club and you get hungry and shit. Like, you more lean towards something quick, or it's like you got to sit down, like somewhere like at a Denny's or.
I gotta have this seat, man. Majority of the time, like if I ain't in VIP, I've been standing. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
The knees ain't what they used to be. So yeah, I gotta sit down somewhere.
Yeah, me, I don't give a fuck if it's a group of us or whatever, or if, like, I'm with a lady or something like that, and she wants to sit down, I'm all for it. But I have no problem if it's 4 o'clock. I can switch my taste buds up. If it's 4 o'clock, 5 o'clock, I don't know when breakfast starts for fast food at some spots, but I think one time I came home, it was like 5, and they just so happened to have breakfast at Burger King. I shuts down the grande scrambled burrito or whatever the fuck that thing is. It's got, like, it has all your daily calories in one setting on that in that burrito. But it's I'll get that sitting down, like at Denny's. My go-to at Denny's is the moons over my hammy.
Yep.
That shit fire, man. I love that shit. And the go-to at, like, IHOP is the go-to at IHOP is the New York cheesecake, like strawberry cheesecake, pancakes with, like, scrambled eggs with cheese, and then I think two sausage links. Yeah, come with 2 sausage links. I'm addicted to. I really am addicted. Like, I really don't like breakfast food like that, but if I have to, like, if it's there, I know what I sit in. You know what I'm saying? Like, some people like the eggs, or what is that shit, sunny side up and shit. I don't like that yolk shit.
Yeah, nah.
That shit nasty to me.
And for me, like, most of the time we saying, "Oh, we going somewhere," I pretty much already know what I want.
Yep.
Like, my go-to for IHOP is the Colorado omelet. The Denny's, I'm either gonna get that grand scrambler sandwich or that the honey, not the honey, the joint you just named. I can't even think of it right now. But yeah, pretty much, like, that's another thing too. Don't, like, after the club, like, if I'm pretty much already was ready to go home, don't sit up here and look at the menu like, damn, I don't know what I want. Because by that time, you already hitting to, like, the wean hours. You know what I'm saying? Like 2, 3 o'clock. You know what I mean? Like, yeah, pick your stuff so we can eat and bounce. I'm not trying to have a full-on conversation, you know what I'm saying, with you. Now we hitting 4 o'clock, you know what I mean? Now I got to get up. Nah, but I digress.
Yeah, like, food is, I guess food tastes better when you're impaired.
Oh, yeah.
Like that alcohol, like the first time you get that, I don't care what sandwich it is, one burrito, like the night before my cousin's wedding, me and my cousin TT, me and her, she was driving, and we're in Baltimore, and I had so much alcohol at the house, at my cousin Davion's house. Literally half a bottle of, did I get Fireball? I don't know what he had. He had another form of liquor. I think he had Henny. I drink anything, whatever's there. Like I don't have no preference. I ain't picky like that.
Mm-hmm.
So I downed every I downed every fucking thing. By the time we got to walk to the car, I am blizzard drunk. You know, there's footage. They got footage and pictures on like my cousin's. Oh, he deleted his Facebook, so maybe I'm safe now. But there's footage of it. And then like once we left, he wanted to go to like this strip club or whatever. We were in the strip club for like 15 minutes. I actually took money from the strippers. Yes, I'm one of them. Money was there. I picked it up, walked the fuck out, and that's what happened. And then like once we like T was like, "You ready to go?" Like because you know, me and my older cousin, like Richard and his wife, we were there, and then my cousin TT and then my cousin Davion was there, and then it was I think some of his frat brothers, and we were like me, TT, and my cousin Richard and his wife were just like, yeah, we really want to go home and go to sleep. But that alcohol, I wanted them sleepy drunks. So, so I ended on the way back, on the way back from, on the way back home, I had to stop and get something to eat. Like I was fucking dying. I go into 7-Eleven, bro. I ain't ever had one of these shits before. One of those like ramen noodle bowl shits, just like huge as fuck. That shit's horrible on any given day. And then like some microwavable, I think it might have been a breakfast sandwich or something like a calzone, stromboli, something. But like we got to T's house, and because nothing was open, like everything shuts down early in Baltimore. Like that city shuts down at like 9, I think. McDonald's is open until fucking 9 or 10, and it was just like that food, like once that food hit once I had that soup, like it's clearly generic. It's the most horrible shit ever. But with alcohol in the system, it was like, you know, the saving grace.
Right.
You know, but that's just drunk stories, man. Having fun with that. Anyway, Mike, man, before we close out, bro, you got anything you want to add?
Yeah, for people that are interested as far as like what we saw, the first topic we was talking about, as far as like the black community keeping a dollar. If you go on YouTube, there's a hour-long video talking about the psychology of selling to the Negro. It's made in 1954.
Oh yeah, I saw that shit. I don't know if you posted it or if I saw it on another. You know, we follow the same groups, but yeah.
Yep, check that out.
Cool, man. Well, of course, you know, you can follow 2 Cents on Instagram on the 2 Cents the podcast username, also the official Romy Mac page. Yeah, follow on Twitter 2 Cents the podcast, and I think Snap 2 Cents the podcast. It pretty much puts the same damn content. You pick one, you've seen them all. That's how that works. But for whatever reason, we have to have multiple avenues of social media, and that's why I created to present that. I had a good time. You know, I mean, always fun. Chopping it up with my boy Mike. Man, hopefully next show, Deacon Balls and Sugar Booger will be able to be a part of the show. We love them for that. They've been with me from the start and help introduce me to Mike, bringing him on too. So we definitely want to keep this thing going. But from Romy Mac and Mike, we out. Peace.